OC. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking to OC. Game lacing with no fee. You tuned in once, now tune in twice. They say life's a gamble when we rolling the dice. Well, if that's the case, everything here is 4-3. It's 7 on their ass when you talking with OC. Claiborne, real with it, homie, he baseborn. Ain't tripping on these other podcasts, cause they born. Pumping through your dial, it'll be worthwhile. And they yelling from the crest, they yelling that turf wild. Check the profile, every way he moves is legit. If he put you on the station, then you know it's a hit. And ain't gon' quit, you can tell the way that I spit. Every word come with flames on it, fire the pit. CCC, 7th letter, we BG. Clocking dollars like we scamming off this EDD. King of the hill, rest in peace, the king of the bill. That's Diz and Mac Dre, boy, I'm keeping it trill. Go. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Game lacing with no fee. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Game lacing with no fee.
Special shout out to Coolio the Underdog for coming through with quality, great music, great everything, you know what I'm saying, to come to audio, everything to come to music, everything this guy touched is like platinum. Everything he touches, like I just can't. You have to go online and Google Coolio the Underdog or the Underdog and get that catalog, because man, that guy right there, man, is one of my favorite rappers, one of my favorite people, because of the things that he represents and how he treats other people in the process of doing business and doing music. And shout out again to the Underdog, Coolio, the Underdog. It's just been a wonderful week. It's Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC. I want to apologize for the live that I put out earlier. The audio was just kind of crappy. It was just the audio was crappy. It wasn't, I didn't offend nobody or nothing like that. It was just the audio that was crappy. The audio was just really crappy. So let's get into it, because this morning I was just online and I was surfing, the gram. I was surfing the gram just as I was waking up, and I ran across one of my boys, podcast. One of my boys' podcasts. He was talking about people taking responsibility for their actions. Really about so when the goals that you set, go ahead and try to achieve those, walk toward those, put the work in for those, so that you could reap the benefits. Don't stop crying about what everybody else got. Stop looking at what everybody else is doing. Do what you do and get in your lane and put in your work and get your gratifications out of whatever it is that you're doing. Don't worry about somebody else. This is good advice. If you put the work in, when you put that used to be my mantra to family and everything. You put the work in, you gonna get something out of it. If you put the work in, you get out of what you put in. If you put in good time, consistency, you put in your time and you put in hard work. The only thing that can come out of that is some good things, some good things, some fruits. Only thing can come out of that is fruit. You grow, you put these seeds in the ground, and this fertilized soil. You keep watering it, give it sun, give it what it needs to grow, and watch how it blossoms. Watch how it blossoms. Watch how you start reaping the benefits. Watch how you get to take advantage of these low-hanging fruit, that's on the tree. You can get those. Those are ripe. They're ready. Pick them. And you get to enjoy them, but it's a lot of people out there that don't look at it like that. They sitting there crying and whining about what everybody else have and what they don't have, and all of that type of shit, all of that. I don't do that. I just walk toward what I need to walk toward and try to grab that. I'm not trying to outdo, or I'm not trying to be somebody else. All I can be is OC. That's all I could be. Talking with OC. That's all I could be. So that's who I'm gonna try to be 100% of the time. Not half, not some, but all the time. I'm gonna continue to be OC, and it's gonna be mine. That is the best advice you can give somebody in anything that they're doing, is to continue to do what they do. Continue to chase their dream. Don't worry about somebody else. Don't get to count somebody else's pockets. Don't get to doing all of that, because it's not there. It's not yours. It don't belong to you. And what belongs to you is what you go get, what you go out there and get. So that's my rant for this morning. I was just going to get on here and talk about some other things too. I was looking at the Olympics, the Olympic basketball team, Olympic game. They turned it up yesterday against, I think it was in Serbia. They turned it up yesterday. Sudan, one of those, the African country, the new African country that got its independence. They turned it up against them, and now they got their first win. So now they're moving on to Puerto Rico on Saturday. I think it's Saturday. They headed up to Puerto Rico to play Puerto Rico. In France, they're gonna play Puerto Rico. So I think that should be another good game for the U.S. But getting gold is the mission. That's the mission, and so we over there trying to get gold. And so I think it's gonna happen. I just think that nobody is all the way caught up to us yet, but it's the gap is closing. The gap is closing. So I'm into the Olympics. I look at the gymnastics. I look at the swimming. I look at the track and field, of course. They got the new event called the breakdance. They call breakdancing. They got the new breakdancing event in the Olympics. So I haven't seen that one yet, and I got to flip through my channels to see if I can go ahead and see that. Right now, I'm just sitting up here watching. I'm sitting up here enjoying streaming to my television, ESPN, while I'm doing my live. I'm doing my live and I'm streaming to ESPN. This iPad can do it all. It can multitask. That's why I like being on this thing. It multitask. They like the Android and all that type of stuff. That's cool. But media, this is what we've been needing. We've been needing this. So I'll be scrolling, man. I'll be scrolling and I'll be looking at certain things. And I was looking at this post somebody posted about Democratic the way these candidates is drumming up this stuff to get votes. They bringing out the raunchiest rappers and all of that type of stuff. Man, I guess it's the times. My sister tried to explain it to me. She said it's the times. Just like when Bill Clinton was in office or trying to get in office, he went on the Arsenio Hall show. So and as opposed to today, where you got people twerking at the Democratic convention. So I mean, it is what it is. If you got to do that to get young votes, I guess go ahead and do it. But it's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. I just see to sit here and see the changes in politics. I learned about politics a long time ago. I learned about how this thing works, and it's just everything is just true to the word that was taught to me, that it's like this. It's really like this. It's really like this. So I don't put too much in it. I just look at it and gloss over it and laugh. All I'm doing is because I really don't talk politics, but all I'm doing is looking at the different policies and who who's going to do what, and I vote from there, regardless of who the candidates are. I gotta be able to see something as far as things getting done or going to get done to cast my vote, and that's it. I do believe though that the circumstances be that as they may, the better candidate looks like it's the lady candidate. Um, so I mean, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. We'll see how this shakes out. We'll see how this shakes out. So we'll see how it shake out. But oh, and another thing, I was online again looking around yesterday, and I looked at the little commercial, or not commercial, but I looked at the little picturegram thing that they put out about, because I've been out of high school for 30 years, almost 30 years, been 30 years, been out of high school, and we're supposed to be having a reunion. And my high school was Vallejo High in California, Bay Area. And we graduated. I graduated in 1994, and we were Apaches at the time. The school has since changed their logo or changed their mascot, but we were Apaches. And just looking at that old, or not old, but just looking at the pictogram where people were flipping through pictures of that year. It was just amazing to see some of the people that I used to know for a long time ago. And then I didn't think that it was going to be a picture of me that pops up in there, and it was a picture of me hanging out on the grass, popped up in there, and brought back a lot of memories about that time in my life. Great years, great years at Vallejo High. Vallejo High had a stretch of great years between 92, 93, and 94. That was a stretch of great years. Because those were the years that I was there. I went to Vallejo High. Those years I was there, and it was cool. But I do have to admit, I didn't have as much spirit as I should have had going to school in high school. I didn't have the I don't know how you want to put it. I didn't have the motivation, or no, I graduated because I had motivation, but I just didn't have the spirit. I guess that's the word that I could use. I didn't have the spirit other people had about being an Apache until I graduated and start to really think about what that meant to be an Apache, and what that meant to go to Vallejo High, and what that meant to graduate from Vallejo High. It was great. So there you have it. We're supposed to have a 30-year anniversary at the end of the month. So I don't know. I might go. I might step out and go see what's up with everybody. I might do that. I don't know. Something that might happen. But to all my classmates back then, past, present, the ones that's not here with us today, you know what I'm saying? The ones that have passed away. I really want to say thank you for all of the relationships that's been fostered from back then, and it's just good to see the ones that are still with us, still doing their thing. Still doing their thing. Facebook has made that possible for us to see. Because when I left school 30 years ago, there was no Facebook. When I left school, there was no social media. When I left school, and it was apparent to me that I would never see or hear from a lot of these people that I went to school with again. That's just how it used to work. That's how it worked. You run into them. You may run into them somewhere at an event or something like that, but Facebook has made it possible for everybody to continue to interact and mingle. I would say that that's the best part about social media, is that it has let people continue to stay in contact with each other through the years. So I think that's the best part about it. Social media, the best part about social media. We all know that there's some worse parts, some bad parts, but those are the best parts when you can scroll down your timeline and see somebody that you went to high school with, or that you've always wanted to talk to, or that you've always wanted to have a relationship with. You can probably foster that through social media now today, because no matter where they're at in the world, they can see these posts, and you can have discussions and conversation. So that is what it is. Now it's probably after 7. Yes, after 7. So my TV viewing has moved over from Get Up in the morning to First Take. My guy Stephen A. Smith is not on today, so I'll probably turn it or do something else till I got to go to one of my appointments today. But like I say, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, talking with OC. It's only as good as its last post. So I try to give something. I try to give something every time that I come on. I try to give some type of uplifting, encouraging words to people. We all live in this world. We all are human. We all trying to get to where we got to go, and it's a lot of space for us to do that. We got to understand that our particular lane, has other people that ride in it, but take advantage of those. Take advantage of that. If you know somebody that's done something that you're trying to do, reach out to them, talk to them, and try to see how you could better your circumstances, how you could make the way paved a little bit more smoother for you to go. That's how we all win, and that's how we all eat. Is if we reach back, we give back, we answer questions, we try to give somebody else a leg up in what they're trying to do. If you've already tried to do it, or if you got some experience at doing it, that's the way that we should help each other. We should help each other out. I really believe that, really truly believe that, because it's been a couple of people in my genre or line of work, what I'm doing, that I really relied on heavily. Now, I've met some people like the brothers from Florida on here at Your Ham Right podcast, on every podcast outlet. They got a great show. It's two brothers from Florida. And they reached out to me. I reached out to them. I was on their show. They let me come on their show. And they are always available for to answer questions or to talk about what's going on with that lane. So I really appreciate that. BS3 network, podcast network. BS3. The owner of that. Got at me, I got at him, and to ask him questions, and he really answered a lot of questions of mine. So I always be grateful to people like that. We foster these relationships, and we keep them good. And the only reason why a lot of these relationships stay good is because of the good person that you are. I think my relationships that I build with people stay solid because the kind of man I am. That's what I think. That's how I think. I think the character that I exude, the what is it called? The integrity that comes along with it is never compromised. So that's why I think good relationships stay good relationships. It's because people stay solid, regardless of what they're doing, regardless of where they're going, regardless of the circumstances. They stay solid. And that's what I try to do. And that's one of the things that's the thing that I want to leave with people today, is try to stay solid and keep up on your integrity, your character. Really cherish that. Really, do something to keep that close to you, because that's the only thing that people have to go off of sometimes is the character, is your integrity, is in who you are like that. And because it's hard meeting new people, it's hard going into different situations, new situations, trusting. It's hard doing all of that, but you can if you stay solid. You got to stay solid to be able to see the mushy. You got to be solid. So with that, I'm gonna leave y'all. This is Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC. I'm gonna go out, playing my music, and so just have a wonderful Thursday. Have a wonderful Thursday. Oh yeah, shout out to Big AC. We got a podcast on Fridays, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. The podcast without a name. We just tackle a couple of. It's on Instagram. We just tackle a couple of topics every Friday and just talk about it. Just two brothers shooting the shit. So if you ain't doing nothing, the podcast without a name, Big AC. It's on Instagram. It's on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Shout out to Big AC doing his thing, putting his music out, doing his thing. He's doing a lot of different things, and I'm gonna let him talk to y'all about that. And shout out to just everybody that support the show. So there you go.
Talking with OC. Not when you talking to OC. Game lacing with no fee. You tuned in once, now tune in twice. They say life's a gamble when we rolling the dice. Well, if that's the case, everything here is 4-3. It's 7 on their ass when you talking with OC. Claiborne, real with it, homie, he baseborn. Ain't tripping on these other podcasts, cause they born. Pumping through your dial, it'll be worthwhile. And they yelling from the crest, they yelling that turf wild. Check the profile, every way he moves is legit. If he put you on the station, then you know it's a hit. And ain't gon' quit, you can tell the way that I spit. Every word come with flames on it, fire the pit. CCC, 7th letter, we BG. Clocking dollars like we scamming off this EDD. King of the hill, rest in peace, the king of the bill. That's Diz and Mac Dre, boy, I'm keeping it trill. Go. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Game lacing with no feet. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Now when you talking with OC. Game lacing with no feet.
Game laced with no fee. Oh yeah, this weekend, Vallejo, Richardson Park. We're doing the backpack drive. My boy switched to Big Cheese. He has a nonprofit, Holding One Records. His nonprofit is the Swiss Project. Getting out these backpacks to kids, students and kids. And on Saturday, August 3rd. Vallejo, California, Richardson Park. That's what I'm doing this weekend. Shout out to my baby sister, Misha, the Arthur Claiborne. She has a birthday tomorrow. One of my most favorite people in the world. Because we've been through a lot together. We went to school together. I had to protect my little sister for a while. And then, she became a wonderful writer. And she just improves every day. She goes to school right now, trying to further her education. It's just a wonderful time. And I just like to say happy birthday to her. This August, happy birthday to her. She does her thing. She helps me out a lot on the writing tip. When I got something to write or I have something to do, I bounce it off her, and she gives me good advice. And just loving up on my sister. I'm gonna take her out to a movie or something just for her birthday and have a nice conversation and just do what brothers do. You know what I'm saying? Continue to be the big brother that I am, and continue to just live good and lead by example. That's something I like to do, just lead by example. I'm not gonna say that everything that I do is right, but what I'm gonna say is 99.9% of this stuff is correct. So I just wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say shout out to the BBW community. You know what I'm saying? There's some pretty women that I've been seeing around. It's pretty women that are BBWs. Somebody I posted this thing the other day. It says "Stan the man, the big girl fan." and I'm not being funny. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying that because there's some cute ones out there. Some real cute ones out there. I mean, they are people, and they are human, and they do look good. So some of them do look good, and there's nothing wrong with having a big girl in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. They are wonderful people. They do have great. I mean, they do have some things to bring to the table. So I want to say that I'm a fan. That's what I want to say, and I'm going to say it. I'm a fan, but I'm gonna get out of here though. Because I got things to do. But it's Talking with OC, and this is Uplifting Thursday, Open Thursday, and have a great day.